If you woke up tomorrow with no money, no network, and no reputation, just your mind and body, what would be the first move you'd make to rebuild your kingdom? Interestingly, my kingdom was based on all of the lessons and all of the life I lived when I had no money, no network, and no reputation. It's kind of interesting we're talking about me being reverted to a prior state of hindrance, but it's that prior state and the life I lived and all the lessons I learned and the fact that I crawled out of there that taught me any of the things I talk about today. I don't talk about, in fact, sometimes, but I don't often talk about what I learned once I became monumentally famous and successful when life was easy. I talk about how life has always been hard, life has always been pain, how I had to struggle to get out. I tell the story of my escape from the Matrix, much more than I talk about sitting around and how great it is to spend money on watches. And it's actually the journey that gives anything value. We all know this. If somebody's born rich.
See, when you reframe, you don't need to be fearless. You just need to be willing. Fear actually feeds your future. It tells you, go get a coach, go get a program, spend more time. Fear is actually in the car with you. It can go with you.
So when you're waking up every morning by yourself and you're fucking getting after it by yourself and it's the hidden work. People see a 1 minute video of me running and shit, and like these fighters, they see during the fight or after the fight. They don't see these motherfuckers, man, what they deal with every fucking day. I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be here.
I think there are times in your life, and you've certainly felt this way, where you're really lost and unhappy and you feel stuck. And I know you've been there. And so I would love to just, before we kind of dig into specifics and unpack some of the lessons from your life, what would you say to somebody who really does feel kind of lost right now or stuck or doesn't know what their next move is? And how do you want the person who feels that way to think about that moment where you feel like you don't know what to do next?
I love what you asked there, because you said, how would you like someone to think about that moment? What I'd like people to remember is that you're not stuck. You're actually grieving a past version of yourself. So there's a part of you that's died, that actually you left behind a long time ago, but there's a part of you that still misses it. You still want things to be the same, you still want things to be that way, and that keeps pulling you back. And that's actually blocking you from making the next move. It's stopping you because life used to be this way, or life used to feel this way. And so we're stuck, not because we don't know what to do next. We're stuck because there's a part of us that wants to hold on to what we have here. There's a beautiful Zen teaching that says, what's holding you back is what you're holding on to. And I think if people think about that for a second, what are you holding on to that's holding you back? What are you clinging on to that's keeping you stuck? There's an identity, an idea, a mindset, a behavior, an attitude that is keeping you held back. And once you let go of that, once you open and release your hands, all of a sudden you feel free. So what identity, what habit, what mindset, what expectation are you letting yourself be held back by that if you were to let go of, you could easily move forward?
Take one bold step. Don't look at the whole mountain. You don't have to take 10,000 miles worth of steps. You can get 10,000 miles forward, but walking one step at a time. Look at the next step. I used to do this example when I was at a conference. They asked, what do you need next? And we couldn't ask the question, we couldn't answer the question without the word next, meaning don't look 20 steps ahead of you. What's right here? You don't build confidence by thinking that you're building confidence. You build confidence by doing. Guess what? When you have action behind you, you're much more confident about the things that you've already done. Even if you didn't do them right, they allow you to have information to course correct. So what's the one step that you can do today? My friend Sean Smith says, your version 1 is better than your version none. Like, let's get that first step out of the way and then take one more step. Don't worry about being perfect. Simply focus on progress. Progress over perfection. Movement beckons movement. Action attracts results. Action feeds your next outcome. Everything you want lives inside of action. Say that with me. Action. I know I can't hear you, but I see you saying it.